Life is such a quest. Sometimes it can feel like you gotta, scramble and claw your way forward. But until you realize that you're only doing that because you choose to, you're the one that gets to dictate how you feel about changes in life. And if you always feel like you're trying to play catch up, I always feel like you're chasing, you just can't get caught up with all the things that you have to do in life, and you feel all stressed out constantly because you're just constantly chasing something, that's the best time to stop. Say, what am I doing? What's really important? Let's slow down. Slow down and just be for a minute, just with ourselves. Just with self, just to breathe. To feel, to be in our bodies. I'm sitting by the Fox River right now. Somewhere in Waukesha. I don't know what this is. Maybe Frame Park? I'm not quite sure. It's beautiful, and I've just been sitting here for a while just observing. Letting the water wash away different thoughts. Letting different thoughts come. Thinking about making a video, thinking about talking, but not knowing what the fuck to talk about. Till all of a sudden I got that momentary inspiration and boom, here we are making a video. I have so much to say and so much to share with you, with everyone. And the reason I feel so compelled to do that is because it's my job to share those things. And it became my job when I thought those things and felt compelled that they're important enough to share those things. Tidbits of wisdoms, knowledge, information, expertise, opinion, different energies. It's important that I share these as my throat chakra is doing its thing. I've been just sitting here by the water. I haven't been sitting by water for a while. So now I'm going to encourage you all to sit by water and let that energy flow through. And see the stars tonight. Making wishes upon stars. And just being. I get so caught up in daily life too. Like, I love building websites. I love marketing. I love sharing. I love trying to come up with cool things. Making videos or playing music. Oh, I got people coming up on me. That's okay. I'm going to keep making this video. And I get so caught up in those things too that I don't force myself to take the time for the important things like sitting in nature and just really connecting with the trees and really connecting with life. And it can be really difficult to remember to do that and to make that important in life because we need to plug in, unplug our shit in order to really plug in to our spirits and get recharged, energized. That's why nature always feels so good, you know? And even though it's getting chilly out, you know, a whole part of this experience of life, I just want to get this straight with people. It's not that we're suffering when it's cold out and my fingertips are, going numb. I mean, I could look at it as that if I really fucking wanted to, just like most people do, and they just gotta whine about that shit. You know what? We get to experience this. We get to feel this. You are the only expression of your particular consciousness that will ever exist. And you know what? We get to interact. How fucking cool is that? So, that's one great thing to remember too, and to kind of think about and take into our hearts as we open our heart spaces and come into this, remembering who the fuck we are as these divine, connected, creator beings able to do anything. All amazing, cool things. Anyways, when you remember just how fucking special it is to just simply be here in this lifetime, on this earth, having this experience, and to be able to look around or to meet with somebody or have somebody in your life sharing attention, sharing focus. You pay attention to each other when you converse, and just to have those conversations is fucking divine. And we take these interactions a lot of times because we're stuck in this low projection, because we're not loving ourselves and we're not being grateful for just fucking being here. And we take that feeling of non-gratefulness and we project that on another motherfucker, and we're mean to them. And the only time that we get this expression with their expression together in this consciousness to grow and communicate, that other being is another divine spark that's having very much its own reality and experience of this lifetime. And it's a blessing to encounter anybody in our life. I had such a big aha moment last night, massive awakening. My heart cracked way the fuck open. And I'm still working on some of those things that are being healed right now as we speak, that are so deep inside of me, and it's so filled with love and filled with gratefulness and filled with this feeling of connection, and how proud I am and how grateful I am just to be here experiencing this with the people in my life that I love and are a part of my soul family. My children, my son, my daughter, and also the other members of my family that I've been personally struggling with a lot for a number of years, strongly in the past few years. And I pray for healing on that, because that's also part of my journey. And I pray for healing in your journeys too. Because I got some great insight this morning also about working with ancestors and just how fucking important that is. Just think about it like this. Even if you had parents that, you think fucked up and you're angry at everything, even if you had grandparents like that, then fuck them. Go back further. Just put yourself in their shoes. You know how much you've struggled in life. They've had those struggles too. They've also had deeper and different struggles. Because as we've grown as a consciousness through generation to generation, our emotions have opened up and our emotional intelligence is really coming out. And like our parents didn't have that, their parents certainly didn't have that, and it just continues. But just think of all the struggles that those people in your family had, exactly like you. And now just think, when they crossed over, when they left this dense-ass lifetime, and they crossed over to the other side, they went through something called the soul review, and they got to look at their life and see where they didn't maybe learn enough or what they could have done better. And they can rise in consciousness just from that, because it helps you awaken. So they are drumming through your veins right now as we speak. Every single one of them in your history. And they all want you to succeed where they might have failed. And they also carry wisdom that they can help you succeed, and they can open up doorways and pathways even without you trying, if you just honor them and remember them. Connecting with both sides of your family is so powerful, and I've been learning this. I've been very aversive to this, and I've just been learning that in the past, a few years more, and really focusing on that recently with the ancestors. And holy hell, have I seen a change in my life. Or I should say holy heaven, because it's been miraculous. And to feel their support is more than, oh my God, it feels so good, it's so warm. I asked them this morning to connect. I put out this giant golden light and I said, connect in this, ancestors, please come to me. And we shared this love, and I can feel them instantly now when I think about them just from that little bit of work. I've been working on this a little while. But I encourage you, especially if you're in America, which I'm in America, obviously, in Wisconsin, and there's not homage to ancestors here. We don't talk about them. It's just not part of the culture. And I am so immensely grateful that my path has opened up into connecting with these much deeper parts of me, because it means connecting with a much deeper love inside. And by love, I mean truly love for life, because you really appreciate and cherish life so much through yourself and through your self-expression that helps you accept yourself so much more and accept those shadow parts. All those darker parts, they're not to be afraid of. They're parts of you. It's okay. Just accept them. Make friends with them. Because when you make friends with them, they're not in the dark anymore and they're not so shadowy. And you also then have the choice. Because you know when they're around and when they're not, because you know them. And you can make much wiser decisions. And you know that they're always there for you. They're not a separate part any longer. So the deeper you go inside, the deeper that love forms. And you can carry that back through your ancestors and heal an entire line just by your own healing. And man, is that powerful. It's a fractal. It's a beautiful healing that just flows right through. And I promise you will never be sorry for that, ever. Sit with yourself. Just be. Get out of this busyness, man. Thanks for listening so much if you've made it this far. I feel so strongly, and I have such a message to share, and I have so much love to give, and all I want to do is love the world. I feel such a strong purpose and passion because I've had different lifetimes and I know different things, and I just want to share the wisdom that I have for everybody to use. And I also want to support myself through my work too. So offering the shamanic healing, which is such powerful sessions, Reiki sessions, psychic readings, working on getting into some mediumship also, channeling angels, channeling different beings, spiritual advising, mentoring. There's a lot of things I love to do. I just want to help people. My heart, that's all I want to do. That's what my purpose is. And to lead with love and to fight with love and for peace. And that just means by becoming more higher vibrational and conscious, which is bringing that darkness to the light. So baby, we're going to live in that darkness. Come live there with me. You don't have to be afraid of yours. I'll help guide you through. You're not going to get stuck, and it's not malevolent that we're going into. We're not connecting with malevolent, evil things. This is just dark, which is unknown. Be a shadow rider of the light with me. Let me help lead the way. I'm just starting a new group soon. Actually, I can work off of my Awaken Your Inner Magic group on Facebook for now. But there's going to be a new group soon forming off of social media. You're going to want to be a part of this because we're going to be going through some dark shit. All of us together as a collective. Now we're going to help light the way so you don't get lost in that shit. And you have some guidance because it's all about your own inner light. I ain't your fucking guru. I'm just helping you connect you with yours, which is inside of you. So I love you all. Thank you so much for listening. This is Dawn with Magic Hands Reiki.